What's your future plans, like future? Thinking about getting some new technology.
New technology is actually on the anvil. There are so many things that we are developing simultaneously. Like this, now in this exhibition we have displayed this postcard test rig and single poster test rig, force exciter. All these are new things now. Along with that, these are coming for testing machines. But in testing machines now we are trying to develop a machine for a rail wheel dynamometer. To be used by wheel and axle. So that's a very huge machine. It will be a really challenging job because the first one machine also runs into several crores. So, and the technology involved also is very high. And we had offered a machine where flywheels could be eliminated to a great extent because a servo motor can act as a flywheel. Something which can give energy and take away energy. This is the work of a flywheel. So conventionally they keep on changing the flywheel, which is a manual job. Whereas in our machine there is no manual intervention required. We have very few flywheels, only 3, and that can be automatically shifted. And the rest of the work will be done by the servo. So we have to only input the value on the screen and the machine will behave. So personal intervention is minimal. And it can do all sorts of testing, and including thermal imaging, microcracks, and the rail wheel itself is built as a bigger wheel. So the specification stated that the train wheel should be sitting on the rail, over the rail, so which was making the height of the machine very high. That is how they had built in USA. What we did is we put it side by side. After all, it's only the load that matters. So we could easily do that by applying the load using a servo hydraulic system. And during the test, since it is a life cycle test, the rail will be varying. So we have put a flywheel. Over that we put the rail wheel as a tire. So the tire, as it is wearing, we can do a CNC machine. So we had built a CNC machine, turning center, over the wheel itself. It is a specialized one. So all these features are there. And we use the motors of 11 kV input capacity. So that current is phenomenal. We are trying to migrate into bigger and bigger machines. Today, we don't take orders for machines which is costing less than 10 lakhs. So it's not viable for us. Our input costs are much higher because of the R&D. A lot of R&D is there. And people also have to be paid like that. So this makes machines having value less than 10 lakhs unviable for us. So you just don't touch it.
So how do you see that now the friction welding in globally, if you see as an India, you think that India is going to be a more competing market for the friction welding manufacturers?
Definitely. Definitely that will happen. Already we are getting notice. Earlier people were thinking that India is a land of snake jammers. So that has changed with IT coming in. But they also did a harm to the mechanical engineering industry by weaning away people, quality people from manufacturing. They took away. So today we can see a small shift. People are getting interested in this and they are coming forward.
Okay.
And globally this is getting recognized that in India we can produce. ISRO has done wonders.
Yeah.
So people have started sitting up and noticing. They feel aghast looking at the technology that we are demonstrating today. Like what happened in US, they were talking about.
Yeah.
So we are also gaining from that. Now, the main problem in Europe, why we are not able to sell is not because they don't have faith in our machine. It is because they feel there is a lack of support. Sitting in India, whether we will be able to support their machines. If we are running on the line, and if one machine stops, the whole line stops. That is their fear. So we have to have a local person there. So we are thinking of starting something there in Germany itself, from where we can support. Added to that, we have introduced Industry 4.0 in our machines. So in the new friction welding machines that we are now building, we are successfully building a machine for Wipro for welding 130 diameter solid bars. It's a 200-ton capacity, force capacity machine. We are using accelerometer on the spindle bearing and PT100 temperature sensors on both the bearings. Similarly, we have various other sensors on the machine. So if the spindle bearing makes noise, vibration happens, immediately either the customer can know or we will also know it. So that way it has now shifted from corrective maintenance to preventive maintenance, and now we have taken it from preventive maintenance to predictive maintenance. So they will be able to predict well in advance as the parts are varying how the machine is behaving. So they will be able to plan far better even for preventive maintenance. So that is the future.
So what are the barriers like for your kind of industry, the barriers to entry into the global market? What do you think?
The main problem is our lethargy. It is something shameful. We feel that, okay, we have the capacity to build anything. So we expect people to come here and order a machine, which will never happen. We need visibility. That is why we are coming to you. Okay. Now it is up to you to show us globally. Okay. So the projection is essential. And we have also started a marketing department last year.
Okay.
Where a full-fledged person is there. There are 2 people working on that. But we need to do much, much more than that. And that's the difference between an Indian company and a US company. They do less and do more marketing. It is true, it's a fact. We become complacent. Basically, we are technocrats. We are not business people. But we have to change that attitude. So I hope the younger generation will take it forward.
How is the competition in India itself for your industry?
We have chosen such fields where we have practically no competition. And even today, we can build most of the machines that others are building. But then we'll be entering an area where there is stiff competition. So we want to keep away from that. What others cannot build, that's what we are looking at. And there should be some challenge in technology. This company has got actually a lot of technology. We have got a very powerful department in power electronics now, in software, machine software, and hydraulics and mechanical engineering, pneumatics. Take any field, it's there. We are very, very strong. We have got key people in all these areas. Unfortunately, most of the areas we have older people, grey-haired people. That is what we have changed. So for that, now we are recruiting youngsters and training them, sending them for training outside. That's why we are trying to build up a younger team. Finally, a team has to be young. They will be more energetic.